You all ready for another week of the BPL? Let's go. Now for the first match of the week, Man City versus Wolves. Let's get into it. Hey, first match of the BPL, week 3. So I had Man City versus Wolves, and overall, City deserved to win this game. They deserve to win this game because they got hella unlucky. And hella unlucky. Let's get into it. Man City has 72% possession. 72. Siete. Shit. Fuck. 72% possession and 644 passes completed. And Wolves only had 28% possession and 260 passes completed. This is what you expect Pep Guardiola to do. He's a very passing team. You know that from when he coached Barca, so you expect the same. In the first half, that's how they were doing. They were creating chances. But there came a point though in that game where Company did make an error. He got a bad pass. It got intercepted by this player named Jota, and he passes it to Jimenez, who was wide open. By the way, he was wide the fuck open, and he scores. But it was just fucking barely offsides. You know what I mean? Like barely offsides. Like any other ref wouldn't have seen this shit. So just saying. Anyways, the score was still 0-0 at that point. But City come back from that shit, come back from that scare or whatever. And Aguero gets in the 10-yard box, and with his right foot, he fucking hits the post, dude. He hits the post. And you're like, oh damn, City could have taken it there. And they keep coming back. That's what Pep does. They keep coming back. Sterling has a shot, hits it from outside the box. Rui Patricio fucking gets it, man. He like tipped it with his fucking fingers of God and into the fucking crossbar, and it got saved. But that shit was going top right, man. It was going top right. Fucking Sterling had that shit. Unlucky. And that was the first half, man. It could have been 2-0 right there. Probably would have even been 4 or 5-0, depending on how clinical they could have been, man. But man, City had chances, man. And then in the second half, Wolves get a little bit more into it, I guess, and Man City give up a corner, and Wolves disguise it because of course City's gonna think they're gonna cross it in. They do. They pass it to Neves passes to Matinho, the Portuguese man. Matinho crosses it, and this motherfucker named Bully scores with his fucking hand, dude. With his fucking hand, and he scores, man. Oh my god, dude, how the fuck did they not review that shit, or the refs didn't see that shit? He fucking scored with his hand, dude. Anyways, Wolves are up 1-0 at that point. Like 10 minutes pass or whatever, and Laporte equalizes from a header, from a free kick, bounces it in, hits the fuck out of it. It was his first fucking goal for the club too. And at that point, it's 1-1. But after that, City just keep attacking like the whole game, man. There was so many chances for them this whole game, like I said. Jesus missing a wide open header. Rui Patricio saves it. Aguero hitting post again from a free kick. You even saw motherfucking Sterling have a little bit more chances too, and he still couldn't do it, man. Overall, I think City were unlucky, with the amount of chances they had, but they gotta take them, man. It's Premier League, man. They're champions. They have to be clinical like that. Um, and as for Wolves, this is a good result for them. To be honest, nobody was picking them to even come close to this game. Of course, they're okay side, but like City are top, man. And I had said before that nobody can touch City, but like, man, they really gave it their all, man. And Rui Patricio, man. If Wolves have won this game, I would have thought that Rui Patricio had the man of the match locked in because man was a fucking G, man. God damn. And going forward, man, I don't know what to say, man. City had to be better finishers, man. Clinical. Liverpool are right on their ass, man, and they had to be more clinical. As for Wolves, man, I think they'll be all right. After this, they're gonna be full of confidence, and they'll probably beat the other mid-table teams because dude, they're looking pretty good right now. I'm sorry, man, but if they catch City like this, they can catch other teams. You know what I mean? So that's it. All right, for the second match of BPL, it's Leicester versus Southampton. Let's get into it. All right, second game of the BPL, it's Southampton versus Leicester. And in the first half, I don't know what the fuck Southampton were doing. These niggas thought they were F2 or F3 or some shit because these niggas were doing spin shots, trick shots, 360s between the legs. I don't know what the hell they were doing. This man, Himina from that fucking he was in Juventus back in the day, and he plays in the same team as same national team as Aubameyang. I mean, this man, he had like 360s tricks. I don't know what the fuck that man was doing. To be fair, Leicester were doing the same shit. Gray had some chances, the same shit. I mean, I don't know what these guys. Michael had some good saves in the first half, but still, besides that, somebody really should have scored. Second half, it's better. Ryan Bertrand scores in the 52nd minute after a Southampton player fell in the box. I think it was Shane Long or something, and the ball like kind of fumbles through him because everybody thought that he was gonna get the ball, but he didn't. So he just like passes through him into the backside of the box, and then Bertrand just like fucking first time thunder cuts that shit into into the goal, and that was it. It was 1-0 Southampton lead. It took only Leicester like 4 minutes to tie it up. Um, Cedric has the ball weird as fuck into Gray's fucking feet, and Gray just fucking bangs the shit out of that. It's 1-1. After that, a few minutes pass in the 77th minute. Hoiberg from Southampton gets a red card for flopping. Yeah, was it a flop? I don't know. In real time, it's kind of hard to say, but like when they reviewed it on the screen, it seemed like he was kind of like just he just fucking fell on purpose. I don't know, but that was a red card because he already had a yellow. And after that, Leicester like pretty much dominated that whole game. After that, and in the 90th minute plus two, this Harry Maguire scores the fucking slowest shot of all time, dude. Like the slowest shot of all time, outside the box into the bottom left corner. God damn, dude, that shit was so slow. And Leicester win the game 2-1. Man, I think Southampton are head asses for all those chances they missed in the first half. That man Lamina has to be like quick or some shit because shit was trash. Man looked like Bonatelli when he fucking like 360 that shot from Man City back in the day. I mean, it's trash. Anyways, and after the red, Leicester kind of dominated, so I guess they deserved to win. But either way, it wasn't really a good game. Let's move on. Third game of the BPL is your favorite Arsenal versus West Ham. Let's get into it. Hey, so it's the third game of the BPL Sunday morning, and it's Arsenal versus West Ham. Arsenal looked a little shaky in the first half for some reason, I don't know. So in the 25th minute, Arnautovic gets the ball after some tiki-taka plays with Felipe Anderson, and it was like one or two, three passes, and fucking Arnautovic gets hit on his right foot, fucking bangs the shit out of it, passes check, it's 1-0. And then Arsenal apply a little bit more pressure after that because I mean they got to because they have to win this game. It's a must-win game. They haven't won shit. So, anyways, 5 minutes later, Bellerin gets the ball from a nice pass from Mkhitaryan on the right hand side of the pitch, and fucking he crosses it. It was a shitty cross. I mean, I don't give him credit for any of that. And Fabianski gets like a fingertip on it, and it lands into Monreal's feet, and he fucking scores a sweaty ass goal. Really not deserved, but what the fuck ever. Arsenal were attacking, so I guess it was kind of deserved. So it's 1-1. But besides that, West Ham were pretty good in the first half because after that, Snodgrass gets the ball towards a little bit towards halftime, and he misses a wide ass open goal. I mean, wide ass open goal. You know what I mean? In front of Czech. And West Ham are devastated because they really should have been winning that at that point. And don't get me wrong, Arsenal were attacking, but as again, West Ham a little bit more creative. And it all goes to shit once fucking the second half starts and Arnautovic gets injured. He's their best man. That all went to shit. He gets subbed out. Laka creates a chance. Laka gets the ball from a good header from Monreal. Monreal passes it to fucking Laka. He chests it and he kind of like swings his foot like bicycle kick style, and fucking Diop, the defender for fucking West Ham, scores an own goal. And at that point, Arsenal are 2-1 up. And after that, I mean, after Arnautovic, basically, Arsenal were all on that ass. I mean, Fabianski was fucking Superman out there. You know what I mean? He was playing his ass off. Fucking Ramsey had a shot from outside the box, saved by Fabianski. Laka had a shot, saved. Everybody had a shot. Aubameyang, I don't even know, man. He's not even clinical anymore. I mean, all the other shots I mentioned before, they were good shots. They were like corners, top, headers. Mustafi had a good one too. But like Aubameyang, man, you were like 3 yards out and you still couldn't score. Like you are shit, my dude. Like I don't know what other way there is to tell you, but you are shit, dude. Like Welbeck should have started over you. Anyways, Welbeck does score actually. He gets subbed in and he scores in the 90 plus 2. And he scores a tap in from a pass from Bellerin, and that's it. Arsenal 3-1. And that was the end of the game. Now, my thoughts on this are that why are Arsenal struggling in the first half of their games? Is this going to be a trend for them the whole season? Who knows? But like I said, if West Ham even had a chance to tie this game, Fabianski should have been the player of the game, man of the match, because he was amazing. West Ham defense are still kind of shit, but so are Arsenal's. But West Ham defense, Pellegrini needs to get something right because it's shocking, dude. And you know what else is shocking? That Aubameyang is still shit, boy. It is not looking good, dude. You guys are like, oh, yeah, Aubameyang is gonna be the top leading scorer for the BP. Shut the fuck up, boy. He's not doing shit. Fourth game. Now it's mediocre Everton versus Bournemouth. Let's go. Hi, so it is the fourth game of Saturday morning versus Everton and Bournemouth. Now let's get straight into it. Anyways, first few minutes, Wilson misses a wide open shot. All he had to do was thunder content. He didn't. What a shame. Nothing really happens because Bournemouth and Everton really weren't attacking. Bournemouth were a little, just a little. You know what I mean? And yeah, Everton sideways passing. Still kind of a little bit more possession, but and anyways, nothing happens until the 41th when Adam Smith and Richarlison get this close to each other. Adam Smith, this one, like leans in, and then Richarlison just kind of like bumps him in the head. Richarlison gets a red for that shit, and it kind of changes the game a little. You know, Bournemouth pressing a little bit higher, but Everton, what they got for them is that they're really good on the counter. So while Bournemouth were trying to do that, they go on the counter. Walcott scores in this 56th minute. It is 1-0. And then it gets worse for Bournemouth a little bit because then Adam Smith gets sent off because he pushes Walcott like a couple minutes later, and that he gets a red card. So it's kind of like poetic justice in that sense. And then Everton go again from a set piece, and Keane scores a nice header, and that's what Everton do. They score nice set pieces, so it's 2-0. But later on in the game, Baines commits a penalty, and he kind of like pushes Keane on the inside the box. Keane scores over Pickford. It is 2-1, and then. But even then, like that's all the momentum they needed because they're doing some amazing shit. They're trying bicycle kicks from fucking outside the box and all this shit. Eventually, Cook gets the ball to the defender. He hits it in the post. He hits it to the post. It bounces off. It falls right into Aki, and he fucking punches it in. In the 79th minute, it is 2-2, and that's how it ends. Well, after that, Keane actually gets injured. The guy that scored for Everton, and he got sadly for him, he got put on a structure. Pretty sad actually. Anyways, after that, the game is over. My thoughts about this are that Everton looked dangerous on the counter and set pieces, but like nothing else. Like no open play, nothing like that. Whereas Bournemouth, they look promising from open play. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Everton's got to fix that. They got to fix stop going on the counter all the damn time. You know they're not a counter attacking team. They want to be pushing for the top six. And hopefully Keane you know recovers from the injury because that was sad to see. Now it's time for the match that nobody gives a shit about. So let's go. For the last match of Saturday morning, it is fucking Huddersfield versus Cardiff City. Now they didn't really do shit this game, like absolutely nothing. This shit was actually the most fucking boring game of all time. Like this shit shouldn't even have even been played. I'm gonna just tell you what I thought of the game because it's that shit. Huddersfield are actually looking worse than I predicted, and I think they could get relegated. They're looking. Actually, I'm not even saying they're looking. They're actually gonna get relegated. Like holy shit. And Cardiff City were actually the better team here, and overall, man, shit. Now it is time for your favorite attacking ass team, Liverpool versus Brighton. Now, did I say that was the last game? No, this was the last game. It was Liverpool versus Brighton. And you remember, fucking Brighton just beat Man U last week. So they're coming off a high, and Liverpool are rocking on. So let's see what happened. First half, you know that Liverpool are going to create chances. They were all on Brighton test the whole game. Brighton basically parked the bus. I mean, what do you, but to be fair to them, Brighton were defending pretty good up until, you know, the 23rd minute, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, all I gotta say is that Liverpool had good chances. Firmino had a wide open header. Alexander Arnold hit the post off a free kick. Um, I mean, they were getting really unlucky. I think he had another one where he just hit the post. Milner, everybody was getting into it. Mane. Missed one. Salah missed a couple, but up until the 23rd minute, Liverpool weren't really like creating that much of open play up until Brighton fucked up in the 23rd minute when they got pressured by Liverpool's high press, and then fucking Firmino gets the ball, and Firmino passes to Salah, and Salah scores, and it's 1-0, and that's all that happened today because I mean it wasn't much to it. Liverpool just kept missing everything they got basically. Besides that, and it had to take a Brighton fucking terrible pass for them to even score. I mean, they had good chances. They should have won this game. Actually, if this was an old Liverpool side, like from 2 years ago, they would have maybe lost this game because halftime, um, halftime Brighton come up a little bit better, and then they get a corner and Allison makes a fucking god ass save. I mean, a god ass save. And you're thinking, holy shit, like if this was the old Liverpool, they would have been fucked. Anyways, so that's how I ended, and my thoughts on this are Liverpool had 22 shots, but only 8 on target. They gotta get better than that because if you're gonna be City and those top teams, you gotta put it in the back of the net. You know what I mean? And as for Brighton, they did alright. Nobody expected them to win at Man U, and they did. And nobody expected them not to get the short here at Liverpool, and they did it. They only got beat 1-0. I mean, they're doing alright. Now it's your one-man team Zaha versus Watford. Let's see what happens. All right. So the first game for the Sunday game was Crystal Palace versus Watford. Now Watford have been looking pretty decent so far. I don't think they have lost yet. So let's keep it moving. Let's see what they got this time versus Palace. Now, actually, In the first half, Palace were on that ass. I mean, Zaha was skill moving the fuck out of people. He skill fuck the fuck out of Capu. Like that match is Neymar when he wants to be. You know what I mean? And then Benteke had some chances. Benteke is still kind of shit. Then MacArthur for Crystal Palace misses. I mean, they had chances up the ass. So what do Watford do? Well, remember how I said Capu got skill move by Zaha? He comes back, takes on the whole team, passes it to Roberto Pereira, and he scores a finish shot at the 53rd minute, just after halftime. And you're like, ooh, Watford getting back into it. So it's 1-0. And Watford just continued that momentum they had because Crystal Palace had it most of the first half, and now it's Watford's turn. Hobalis tries to cross it, and he does a terrible job because he fucking scores. I mean, that shit was not a shot. I don't care how you say it. That shit was not a shot. So at that point, it's 2-0. And then, like, maybe 7 minutes later, Zaha gets pissed, takes on the whole team, and scores. And it is 2-1 at that point, and that's how it ends. What I think about this game, I think Crystal Palace should have won this game. To be honest, Watford were a little shaky on defense, and if it wasn't for Foster and goal, I mean, goddamn, dude. Palace need like another player, man. Zaha can't do this shit on his own. You know what I mean? Benteke's shit. Most of their mids are shit. MacArthur missed a wide open shot. I mean, and Watford are one of those teams that that are good on the attack sometimes. You know what I mean? Pereira's not that bad. You know, Troy Deeney, all those motherfuckers. I mean, they're on your ass. So get ready. All right, it's time for your new boys Fulham versus Burnley. Hey, we're getting straight into it. It's the second game on the Sunday. It's Fulham versus Burnley, and in this game overall, it was I can't even describe it in words. So let me just get into it. It only took 4 minutes for us to see action, and Siri from Fulham scores an absolute banger. Oh my god, that shit goes over Joe Hart's head. It's 1-0, and I mean, he fucking, woo, thunder come to that bitch. Anyways, that has nothing to do with what happened later because 8 minutes later, Hendrick scores after he shoots his first initial shot. It gets blocked, and then he gets it back again, and he just bangs it in again, and he actually scores this time. And this is after Fulham lost the ball, and it gets turned over, and Hendrick got it. So it is 1-1 at that point, and this is only 10 minutes into this game. God damn it, you know what I mean? Okay, a little bit more attacking flair. These both teams going at it. First half, nobody looks like they're clearly the decider at this point. Up until the 36th minute, Mirtovic scores a header in in front of Joe Hart, and I mean, this man didn't even jump that high. This shit was sweaty as hell, dude. Like he just like and fucking scored. You know what I mean? And that was and he scored right there. So it was 2-1. It only took, guess what, 2 more minutes for him to score again in the 38th minute, and just another problem, another header. He scored in front of Joe Hart, and Joe Hart couldn't do anything about it. But this time it was more like skilled at this point because the first one he just popped his head up like a weasel, But this time he actually jumped, headed it, and looked pretty good. And this time Fulham are really ahead. They're 3-1 up, and you can sense that they're kind of getting a momentum. They're feeling themselves. You know what I mean? But again, this game is kind of weird because you would think he's 3-1. You'd be like, oh, Fulham are kind of dominating. But it's just an open play game. And Burnley come right back, get a corner. Me heads it in the box, passes it to Trelowski, and he bangs it in. It is 3-2. Game not over yet. Okay, we move into the second half, and this second half is where things kind of calm down because the first half was pacey, 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 and second half calmed down a little bit. Fulham keep attacking, 64% possession. I mean, Burnley only had 36, and it showed. It slowed down a lot. It wasn't up till the 83rd minute where we actually saw Fulham do something again. Mirtovic hits it from outside the box after taking people on. The fuck? Anyways, he took a couple players on. He hits the post. It lands right the fucking next to Shirtle, all conveniently, and he fucking scores. It's 4-2, and after that, game is over. And my thoughts on this are that Fulham just kept attacking Burnley and devastating them. Burnley, props to them. They didn't really give up until fucking Mirtovic scored again, and even then they still had a little poise to them because it would only took them 3 minutes to score another goal. But man, like I don't know when second half started, they just lost all momentum. Burnley just lost all momentum, and Fulham kept attacking this whole game. Um, Fucking Fulham 22 shots. I think Burnley only had like 5. So that tells you what Fulham does. Their attacking team, Burnley stayed back, and it was because of this that Fulham kept attacking, devastating Burnley's defense, that they lost momentum and they lost this game. Hey, now it is time for Chelsea, the team that used to park the bus, versus Newcastle, the team that I think will always park the bus. Hey, so it is the last game of Sunday, and it is Chelsea versus Newcastle. And oh my god, fucking Newcastle parked the fuck out of this bus. I mean, Jesus, fucking Chelsea. You think Chelsea will park the bus, but that's not them anymore, man. They're attacking team now, and Newcastle parked the fuck out of that bus. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, they had their chances. Early stages, Rondon misses a wide open header. He just kind of leans into it, and he doesn't get it wide open. Not much you can say about that. But Chelsea being Chelsea, they have a lot of possession, and I mean a lot of possession. And my God, I'll get into that in the end, but just know possession, possession, possession. And Pedro has a shot. Hazard takes on the whole team. Basically, with his skill moves, he passes to Pedro. Pedro fucking shoots it first time without even thinking about power, really. He just shoots it with any kind of power he has. And it wasn't really convincing, and he didn't score. But Rudiger fucking hits it with power, and he hits the post. I mean, he hits that shit from outside the box. Like, well outside the box. Like, almost not close to half field, but like, around that general area. Anyways, that was it for the first half. Second half, however, things get a lot more interesting because it was the Alonso show. Fucking Alonso show, man. Oh my god. Alonso gets into those spaces, like how he did versus Arsenal. And he did it again because he fucking created a penalty. Now that I think it was a penalty, I mean, it looked like a clean tackle, but then again, it might have hit Alonso just a little bit. So I guess it was a penalty. Either way, Hazard's taking it. He scores 1-0. Hazard's their whole team. Anyways, anyways, that was the 78th minute, I believe, and then fucking Giroud, pussy ass, him and Yellen go out for a ball, and he like gets hit a little bit, and he like pussies out like Neymar. He crosses to Josuelu, and he fucking scores a beautiful header. It's tied 1-1, and oh my god, that kind of changes things, because Newcastle don't have the ball. They just don't have the ball because of the possession. But it was the same guy that created that chance, Yedlin, that wins it for Chelsea. He scores an own goal. Alonso again getting into those spaces, and he shoots it like a volley like style shot. Yellen taps it in for him, and it is 2-1. Chelsea win. It's finished, and I don't know what to feel about this, man. Did Newcastle deserve something out of this? I don't know. But then Giroud was kind of a pussy, so I guess they got some lean away. Anyways, this is where I get to the possession. Chelsea had 82% possession. Yes, 82% possession. I haven't even seen anything above fucking 70 or 60. But 82% possession, and get this, they had 914 passes completed, and Newcastle only had 200. Yeah. My thoughts on this are that, I mean, Chelsea. This is what Chelsea are gonna be. Not that I think that they were a bad team in my predictions video. I said that they just don't have a clinical finishing, and I kind of saw this in this game because first half they created a lot of chances, but like they don't have that main guy to fucking. Morata's not getting there, and Hazard and a few other players like William maybe are the only players that can save him, but they're not strikers, they're wingers and shit. They're not supposed to be doing that shit. Anyways, that was it, and yeah, Chelsea possession, game over. It is the match of the week, boys. Spurs versus shitty Man U. Let's go. Alrighty then, fucking let's go. Spurs versus Man U, and oh my god, this was a fucking game. Monday morning, and oh my god, I still can't believe this shit. Even to this day, I think it's fucking Friday, and I still can't believe this shit. Man U lost fucking 3-0 to the Spurs, boy. To the Spurs. Fucking hell, I can't do it. Anyways, give props to Man U. The first half they were dominating a bit. Lukaku had a fucking terrible miss, dude. Like, oh, that shit was terrible, dude. But it shouldn't even happen in the first place because Danny Rose was being a dumbass bitch. After a simple pass, man, he tried to pass it back to Lloris the slowest way possible, and Lukaku saw that shit. He went around Lloris, and he just couldn't. He couldn't tap that shit in. Anyways, Lukaku's ass. Anyways, that was our problem actually. Why the fuck did we start Danny Rose? Why? I don't know. Davis and Sanchez and Vertonghen, Trippier, Davis. That's really all we need. And Dyer if you want to add him. I don't know. Anyways, fucking Danny Rose is a dumb bitch. And he couldn't keep the ball for 2 seconds in that first half. And I think that showed, man. I think that showed. But credit to credit's due. Spurs didn't give up a goal in the first half. We were close on several occasions. Lingard, Matic, I said Lukaku already. Pogba had a shot. It was a lot. That was a lot of chances for Man U that first half. Anyways, second half, Pochettino talks to fucking Danny Rose. He's like, "Get your shit together, dude. Get your shit together." And he kind of did. Anyways, Harry Kane, not 5 minutes into the second half, scores a banger of a header after fucking Trippier swings it across from the corner up to his head, and Harry Kane bangs that shit. It is 1-0. Harry Kane scores in August yet again, and he made Phil Jones his bitch, boy. His bitch. Just look at this fool. Anyways, 2 minutes later, Lucas scores, and oh my god, dude. First of all, you guys probably didn't see this any highlight videos you watch, but out of the world's pass to fucking Ericsson was world class, dude. He fucking passed it to Ericsson, smooth as fuck, while being pressured. Passed to Ericsson. Ericsson passed it straight into the box, straight in the middle. Lucas Moura kind of like falls, scores, and shit, it's 2-0. Where's David the shit? Where is he? Where is he? Anyways, 2-0, man. Spurs are getting a lot of momentum. They're attacking now. They won this game, dude. And then in the 84th minute, it happens again. Lucas again, fast as fuck. Harry Kane gets the ball after some good anticipation. He passes it to Lucas. And he takes on Smalling, I believe, and he makes him his bitch just like he did Jones, and swings it past David this shit, and it is 3-0. Dude, what do I think about this game? Oh my god, where do I even start? Um, let's talk about Man U, and then we'll get into Spurs. Man U, dude. From this point of view, Mourinho is fucked, dude. Like, it's just a matter of time before he gets sacked, honestly. And here's his problem, dude. Why the fuck did he play Ander Herrera as center back? I know he wanted to attack, but seriously, he's not the dude for it, man. He's not even a defensive midfielder. He's Mourinho, dude. What are you doing? Then you sub on Fellaini instead of Martial. There's so many fucking dumbass mistakes Mourinho does, dude. I don't know. Like he makes his players worse. I don't know how that's possible, dude. Like Lukaku was a beast in Everton, turns to shit. Alexis Sanchez, beast in Arsenal, turns to shit. Everything turns to shit. The Alexis Sanchez fucking looks like I think the fucking kids in fucking Chi-Town can fucking take on Alexis Sanchez. You know what I mean? Like goddamn, Jesus. Anyways, that's Man U's problem, man. Man U's problem is that Mourinho just fucking disturbs everything. And Pogba's attitude and all that shit. Now fuck Man U. Let's talk about Spurs. Undefeated boy. And Man City dropped points. So they know what that means. We are first tied with Liverpool on points. And oh my god, dude. It is looking hopeful. It is looking hopeful, my boys. And man, we gotta continue this, man. Continue this, man. We weren't that great the first half. I can say that, but man, we had some shit on the second half, and when we get Sun, dude, if we get Sun, dude, we lit. All right, let's get into some of the notable matches from the weekend. Choose three teams like always, and I'm gonna go with Real Madrid first. Girona versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid won 4-1. And this motherfucker Benzema scored 2 goals. Goddamn. But of course, he's not man of the match because motherfucking Bale went off. Bale got an assist, and this nigga scored too. He assisted Benzema, and Ramos even scored. Benzema got that pen. I mean, it was pretty good, man. Things are looking pretty good so far. So my match for this one was Bale, of course, and he's doing good, man. He's doing good. Second team I'm going for is PSG versus Anchors. Anchor? Don't know. Anyways, all I know from this game is that I watched some highlights on my spare time, and these motherfucking Neymar and Mbappe were going off, man. They were doing fucking some dritos, everything, dude. They were fucking skill moving the fuck out of the whole team, dude. And I won't give PSG that many shoutouts this year, but with this one, they were just clicking, dude. Like Mbappe takes it on the whole team, passes Neymar. Neymar scores. Mbappe, Cavani, everybody scores, dude. This man Mbappe scores. Ovaldi, fucking Neymar tap in, Cavani tap in. I mean, they were clicking, dude. Man, the match for this one, I'm gonna say Mbappe because he did create that chance for both Cavani and Neymar. You know, he's coming to his own now. You know what I mean? So for the third team, I'm going with BVB. BVB did alright to beat Leipzig. Leipzig are one of those teams that have Warner, you know what I mean? Pretty solid. But they beat them 4-1. I hear this match was closer than it was. Marco Reus scores. Sancho, great player. I mean, it was Alex Witzel scored his first goal. Very acrobatic finish. And the Hoot scored a great header. There was an own goal there, pretty BS, but hey, it counts. And BBB wins 4-1. It's probably like the last time I was talking about BBB because secretly they're trash. Anyways, man of the match for this one. Who would I get man of the match for this one? Um, I'm gonna go with Sancho. Controversial. Da-na-na-na. All right, so this is time for the player of the week. I always gonna suggest 4 people, so let's go. First contestant, Lucas Moura, because this man fucking took on Man U's whole team. He made Smalling look like a bitch, Jones look like a bitch, everybody bitch, okay? Everybody. No further explanation here, okay? Second contestant, Mapape, because that man skilled the fuck out of everybody and the Angers defense, okay? So, and yep, that was it. And he created chances for Cavani and Neymar, so that's why he's getting the nod. Mirtovic from Fulham, I'm giving the nod to as well. He scored 2 goals, and he was really, even though that first goal was some kind of boo boo, but the second one was pretty good. Skill involved, and the other ones to create a chance for Shirtle to wrap up the game was pretty good as well. And I think, yeah, Mirtovic is in that. Fourth one is Bale because Bale's a beast and he fucking assisted Benzema. He scored his own, and I mean that man's a stud. No further explanations needed here, right? Right, moving on to the head ass of the week. 4 contestants as usual. First one, even though he's not a player, he might as well be Mourinho. Mourinho, what a dumbass bitch. Goddamn. Fucking put Ander Herrera as center back. Do I need to say more? No, I don't. Let's move on. Joe Hart, second one. Joe Hart, what were you doing, my dude? Just letting Mirtovic fucking pop like a weasel and score that shit. Like, literally, like 2 fucking centimeters away from his ass. Anyways, head ass. Third one, Richarlison. Why the fuck do you do that to yourself, bro? Get a red card and then you suspended for like 10 years. Come on, dude. Moving on, Adam Smith, because you were the one that provoked Richarlison, and then you get sent off later. What a head ass. Anyways, that are my 4 contestants. Let me know above who are the player and head ass of the week. See you later. Peace.